Well, top of the morning to you. Beautiful morning. Sun coming up, mist on the lake. I just left the Arab parking lot and I'm going to do my 10th loop of the Frontenac Challenge today. I did my 7th and 8th, no, 8th and 9th yesterday. Test mine, loop, and hemlock. And I thought I would take a day off to rest my knees and joints and stuff like that, but nope, not doing it. I'm going for another hike. This one is the, I keep forgetting the name of this one. Okay, I'm going to be wrong by saying this. Well, actually, we're coming up to the sign, so wait a minute. I'll tell you when we get to the sign. Arkon, I think. It's 11 kilometers. And I was told it's short, but it's steep. Lots of hills. Woohoo! Really cold this morning. It's 1 degree. And chill in the air. That's fine. Yeah, I'm really enjoying this. Here's the thing. What am I going to do after this? Actually, I already know what I'm doing. I've got a couple of canoe trips coming up in late fall. All right, so here we are at the junction. I'm hurting already. Yeah, Arkon Lake Loop. I'm doing west side to east side, clockwise. I don't know why. Nobody told me which way is best, but we're gonna try clockwise. Okay. So how I did this, just to let you know, started at the Arab parking lot, went down the corridor trail towards the office, the park office, and then at a junction not too far down the road, past the portage into Arab Lake, is actually the west side of Arkon Lake Loop West. Here we go.
I've been walking in the woods alone, try so hard to find my way back home. There's no reason to give in or let go. All that's left is my corroded soul. I've been walking round in circles to chase my tail around a tree or two. Still I hope to see the rise of dawn when you are walking in beside me too.
Nice forest to start off with. Some old maples, some ironwood, some birch. It's all second growth or even third growth. What that means is that it's been cut before, probably a pasture at one time, and then everything's grown back to start all over again. So I think you'd be hard pressed to actually find a old growth tree in here. Maybe a couple maples, maybe a really old ironwood, but still a nice forest. Open canopy, meaning there's lots of sun coming in to get new growth going on. Yeah, nice to see things continue on after it being logged or farmed or fire or whatever. Look at that. Wow, it's a nice morning. Yeah, it's a cold one this morning. Bit of frost on the strawberry plants here. Wild strawberry. Oh, a pilot woodpecker did that. Wow. Very powerful woodpeckers. This whole ridge top is full of juniper. This is a baby one. You'll see blue berries on it, which is actually a cone, I think. And for Thanksgiving, put them on your duck for seasoning, or your turkey. I spooked another deer. And this time I brought my fancy camera with lenses, but I still missed the shot. He booted it actually. Most of the deer here are somewhat tame. He wasn't, he was gone. One tail went flapping up, white-tailed deer. That's why they're called white-tailed deer, they have a white tail. But that's a flag to tell all the other deer predator is nearby. Yep, this trail definitely has some hills in it, on it, along it, hills. Oh, the legs are burning. Whew. Nice scenery though. Okay, I'm at the junction of Arkon Lake Loop and Buffalo Head Trail. So Buffalo Head Trail cuts this loop in half. So if you only want to do half, then you can use this trail to do that. However, since I'm doing the challenge, I've yet to see the sign or the clue yet. I'm going to continue on. Okay, we got a new species here, tamarack, and it's the only conifer in Ontario that actually loses its needles in the fall. So how you identify it, it has little spiral clusters of needles, little bunches. It's in swampy areas obviously, so it has less nutrients, or gets less nutrients, so therefore it shuts down to save energy in the winter. A lot of people see this in the winter and they think it's a dead spruce. Yeah, so this whole swamp behind me is full of tamarack. Nice. This is cool. The Page Homestead. So people lived here at one time. They had 200 acres on the west shore of Arkon Lake, 1836. Wow. Here's some fresh scat for you. It's got some type of berry in it, some nuts and some fur. I'm guessing a bear, or maybe a very large raccoon. Interesting thing to note on that homestead plaque was that back in the 1800s when they came here to settle, they had 200 acres of land. 10 acres they cleared for farming, and the rest, according to their taxes, was wasteland. different times. I'm now hiking along Arkon Lake. Beautiful. Really open area here. Really quite high up too. Just past the portage that goes from Birch to Arkon. And yeah, almost halfway around. Almost. I'm seeing lots of birds this morning, more than usual. Anyway, I saw one up on the hilltop there, amongst some juniper. Don't know what it is. I'll look it up and let you know. But it was, it looked like a robin, but it wasn't. It was a little bit bigger. It had a orangish, reddish breast, but it had white along its tail, and it flipped its tail up like a wren would, and it would call. Gee! 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 I got a shot of it, not very good, but yeah, if I can't find out what it is, someone out there tell me what it is. I've never seen that bird before in my life, and I've seen a lot of birds. Cool, little chipmunk. I'm not sure if I was close enough to get it on the camera here. I got the little adventure cam here right now. But yeah, he wouldn't move. He's camouflaged. He's got the 5 stripes on the back of his body, and that makes him be camouflaged in the leaf stuff. Okay, I'm in another junction here. So to the left is the Birch Lake Lookout, Molten Gorge. That's where I was yesterday. And I want to go back to the Arab Lake parking lot. Yeah, I'm past the halfway mark, and I'm gonna hook up with some other trail I did, aren't I? Yeah, the little Salmon Lake Loop. Oh, this is the hilly part. I remember this. So yeah, I'm still on Arkon Lake Loop, but it's now connected back to Little Salmon as well. So let's just say I found the sign already. Not telling you where. But yeah, you're not going to find the clue for the Frontenac Challenge on an adjoining connected, like where there's 1 or 2 or 3, no, so there's 2 or 3 or 4 trails all combined. It has to be on the actual trail itself. I don't know if that made any sense. Let's just say I'm not going to find it now. Well, I already found it, but I wouldn't find it if I didn't find it.
This is as good a day as any to start the rebuilding of life. The roads that lay open are many when the old one's gone under the knife. And I can feel the sun on my skin,
This is an absolute gorgeous trail. Gorgeous. Wow. So I just got under 3 kilometers left to go. Yeah. All right, here we go. Okay, here's a really cool plant. This is hepatica. I think I'm saying it right. It's green all winter, and it's the first one to bloom. Has a beautiful flower on it, small flower, and or flowers. And why it stays green is it gets a head start on gaining energy to blossom in early spring. So it's one of the first, or the first, I think, to get the flowers. Hepatica. Cool. So who are you?
Oh, my name's Mary.
Yeah, and you know the park quite well?
I retired 6 years ago, and this has been, what I do.
Wow, really?
Yeah.
So what's so special about it?
It's just wildlife is so special. You come in the spring and bring the Merlin app, and you can't believe the birds that are here that you'll never see. So I love that. I love this time of year the colors. They're stunning. You have babbling brooks, and it's just every day is different.
Another fork in the road. This is where that Buffalo Head Trail cuts in this loop in half. So this is the other side. Who are you?
I'd like to present Pat and Lise, and we live in Gatineau. So we're backpackers, and we just finished the northern portion of the Vermont Trail, the Long Trail.
Wow.
Yeah, and now Pat's done this park a lot, and so I have never done it, so we're just backpacked here for a couple of nights.
It's nice.
And yeah, and we're really interested in the Frontenac Challenge. So we just heard about that a few days ago, but that's right up our alley.
Here we go, Arab Lake parking lot to the right. Big Salmon Lake parking lot to the left. To the right I go. Who are you?
Hello, my name's Linda Dong, and I'm in this wonderful Frontenac Park.
And so you've been here before?
Many years ago, and came here often. It's absolutely stunning here. It's so quiet and beautiful.
That's great, that's great. And you've done this Frontenac Challenge before?
Yes, a few years ago I did, all of it. Some of it's very difficult, but it's all beautiful all at the same time, and you don't have to do it all at the same time. You can do it in little portions, and it's just as beautiful. Just bring a pack and your lunch and your smile and your boots and you're off.
Well, whew, almost done. About 1.5 kilometers left, I think. And good loop. Yeah, it's almost like I say this every single loop I do. Oh, that's my favorite. That was my favorite. Man, changing scenery, beautiful rock formations, nice forest canopy, nice history. Saw 4 deer. I got 1 maybe on camera. And yeah, starting to meet some people. This is Friday before Thanksgiving, and I want to get out of here before the crowds. So that's why I started really early and did a somewhat short one today. This was 11 kilometers. And I don't know what time it is. I think it's only like 10:30. 7, 8, 9. Makes sense, like 3 hours, a bit more. Yeah, cool. All right, so that's number 10. Well, I'm not at the parking lot yet, but number 10. And next week I'll do the last one, number 11, Slider, which is the longest and most difficult one. And I haven't decided whether I'm doing it as an overnight with a full pack or as a full day. The way I'm walking now, I can do 10 kilometers. Like right now, I did 11 kilometers in 3 hours. And then if I did that, I would camp halfway and then do the other half the next day. So physically, I know I could do that. But then I still have a full pack on. So if I do it in the day, then I just have my day pack. I don't know if my body can do a full day though. I think about that one. All right, well, thanks for coming out, and boy, this is a great idea to get me out. Hope you're getting out there as well. It's good to see a lot of people out walking the trails today. Soaking in the nature. Soaking it in. Soaking it in.